Our work and job here is to call out the school-to-prison pipeline and put an end to it.
What I feel that helps is like restorative justice in our school.
I think restorative justice will help because it'll help get down to the real issue and how to solve it.
And I know that is effective because it addresses the core of any situation and it builds relationships in a community.
With restorative justice, people are able to take accountability for their actions.
And I think it's a lot better than forcefully and just harshly suspending students right away.
I think that if we defund law enforcement in the school,
take out metal detectors and lower the use of spending money towards security guards and police officers that are unnecessary in the school.
and we take that money and put that money towards the restorative justice.
To figuring out what kind of counseling and other mental health services, meditation. There are so many other ways.
There's a good chance that a lot of our young people would not wind up in the criminal justice system.
In my school, we have metal detectors, and they are very, very annoying, absolutely horrible. Every single day, I go off for like random reasons, like
bracelet. I had earrings. Supposedly, I had pins in my hair.
Because I'm trans, I usually wear a binder, and like if I have a binder that has wire in it, it goes off, and then it's like, oh, why is this beeping?
They check our bags and they wand us, and everything it's just really intense, and then I see them being even harsher with the students.
I think police needs to be not in the schools.
If there's fights, yeah, normally sometimes they will try to stop it, but sometimes they will be either too aggressive or not care whether they hurt the student or not.
My daughter, her experience was at about 17 and a half. She had a fight. That caused her to get arrested. The administrative staff was very standoffish, right? They didn't really get involved.
Schools are for deans, for principals, counselors, faculty, for them to work together and resolve their problems instead of having police intervene with it.
It's like, wow, I almost got arrested at school, or my friend just got arrested at school. That's not okay. It makes you feel like this isn't a place that welcomes you at all.
Restorative justice could have helped my daughter and the young lady be able to resolve their conflict. When you look at restorative justice and restorative practices, what it does, it not just only repairs the harm that was done, but it builds that connection, it rebuilds. It allows you to connect with the person and get to see them on a different level.
Suspensions have gone down in the schools that restorative justice practices are in, have gone down a lot. There's some students that come from those schools sometimes and they speak about how they like it and how much better it is.
I've sat in trainings around restorative justice.
I've been trained on how to do peer mediations.
This is what it looks like when you let young people have their space, tell their stories, and you respect that, and you create a classroom and just an environment in general where there is democratic stakeholders that can share experiences and feel comfortable and feel safe and call each other out and maintain accountability in that way. So I think one thing that's really important in order to really get RJ off the ground in New York City is for us to really fund it and create positions for RJ coordinators. There have to be coordinators that is their designated job. Those are people that are training staff, that are implementing practices, that are checking on young people, that are creating capacity in classrooms and shifting culture in the classrooms. And I think that that's one place that we really need to make sure that there is money being moved.
I've been, to town meetings. We've been meeting with officials to find out like what are they doing, and visiting schools also, whether they're practicing restorative justice, to try to convince them to do it.
This is a work of organizing. And the grassroots model of organizing that Teachers Unite has been bringing to Dignity in Schools campaign has really transformed a lot of the schools that we're partnering with.
Now they have a better understanding of what we're trying to do. When I say we, I'm talking about parents, advocates like myself. It's working, and it's one of the best things I really could be part of.
So together, let's work together. Let's form a book club, let's form an action team, let's do this workshop, let's go to this together, and kind of be committed to engaging in this learning process, which is gonna be long and it's gonna be hard.
Defunding police and putting that money back in our community to cultivate our children to become future leaders is the best way and the only way, and it should be the American way.
I would always love and defend young people, no matter what.
We want restorative justice. We want more counselors and less cops.
Invest in restorative justice.
And more counselors in the school, not cops.
Invest in public education, not prison cultivation.
United will never be defeated. The students united will never be defeated.